Let's begin again with the face-on view. Here we can see the golfer definitely tilted towards the target rather than tilted away from the target. Actually, his head is in a position now that it's past the golf ball. Fortunately, we can't see the golf ball because of the blue bucket, but it's right in front of where the golf shaft is. So what's going to happen here is he's going to have, again, probably a little bit of a tip-over swing. This was a popular swing a few years ago called stack and tilt, but it didn't work very well for most people, and has quickly fallen out of favor. I don't believe there's any tour players playing it anymore. Let's watch the takeaway here. You can see he's not able to get behind the ball, and he's not able to turn his spine around to get back onto the power line or the red line. That puts him in a very awkward and uncomfortable position. It's really hard for him to drive his shoulders down to the golf ball. And again, we have a little bit of a tip over here. So then his head's going to dive. He's going to come into the ball, well past the ball. He's going to pull up and out. Otherwise, he's going to chunk it terribly. What we have here is as he's approaching the impact position, he's lost all club leg. We'd like to see the club still back on about that line back here as his hands are moving through so he can turn into the shot. You can see there's absolutely no rotation of the hips at all, no forward momentum, no rotation of the right knee towards the left knee, just kind of up on his toes and a little bit of a spin out on both feet. Notice that both feet have spun behind him, or the heels have turned around behind him. That's definitely a power robber, and he's a big strong guy, big tough shoulders. So we're going to work really hard on getting him to create a little club lag as he's coming in. Right there he's in pretty good position. And then you can see he just flips it and comes underneath the club. Now let's move over here to the down the line view. He's got a pretty good posture set up from this angle. His spine is about 90 degrees to his two swing planes. You've got a club swing plane and the shoulder turn plane. Let's watch what happens on the shoulder turn plane first. I'm going to take the club back. Nice and slow. Didn't mean to go that slow. Okay, not bad. You see he's actually over dropping the left shoulder because his shoulders now aren't in a good line at all. He's actually got himself locked up inside. The hands have gotten way inside the swing plane. When that club is about here, the club head should be even with the hands and should be up on the white line. If the club was here on the white line, right about in here somewhere, he'd be in a great position, but he's too far inside and getting himself jammed up. And he's going to come back. He hits the swing plane about here. Now he's going to come up. Not bad, but you can see that he's got his left shoulder way, way down compared to his trail shoulder, his right shoulder. Puts him in an awkward and uncomfortable position. He's kind of jammed in there. Then he's going to drop over the top a little bit. See how the hands are going over the top of the white line instead of just rerouting themselves back down and under the plane line. Yeah, over. Now he's pulling up and out of the shot. You can see he's way up and out of the shot. Look at his spine now. It's almost straight up and down. Now it is straight up and down, and he's reaching at the golf ball and flips the club. No rotation at all of the lower body through the impact zone. The shoulders are turning in front of the hips rather than after the hips. Then he exits pretty good. Good athleticism, but we've got some things to work on. I think it's going to be very difficult for him. What we'll probably do our next session is putting on the swing planer so we can get a feel for what the rotation is going to look like, and do a lot of swings from about the waist through to the waist, or parallel to parallel.